Back again, this time for Game Week 13 team selection. But first, let's quickly review Game Week 12. And let's do that quickly, because honestly, it wasn't the best week. We have blanks for Raya, Virgil, Senesi, and Mukiel. They did all score Defcon, which is of course always nice, but really you want those on top of clean sheets or attacking returns. Richards picked up a clean sheet against Wolves. Wolves were looking for that new manager bounce with Edwards now in charge. Their 1.79 expected goals conceded suggests they should have scored at least once, but honestly, I never really felt too worried about the clean sheet. But I'm happy with the 6-pointer. Slightly disappointed when you see Lacroix got 11 points and Munoz with 14 points, scoring that goal and getting a clean sheet and bonus points. But still, a clean sheet is a clean sheet. That's why I selected Richard, because I felt like he'd get some, and he has done for me. That's 3 in a row now for Palace. Then the highlight of the week, Tarkowski came in off the bench. He got a clean sheet and Defcon points. The Defcon points were actually wrapped up in the first half. I did actually post on X once Gay got sent off. If Tarkowski doesn't get Defcon points, I mean, I'm definitely getting rid of him because Everton were always going to be backs to the wall, 10 men, and yeah, he got him in the first half. So yeah, bit fortunate considering he managed to get a clean sheet with 10 men, but I'll take it, and it pretty much saved my game week. All 5 of my attacking players blanked. The only return came from Gu, who played the last 10 minutes of the Burnley game and set up Enzo for their second goal. Tarkowski really saved my week. Without his points, I would have dropped to around 300k overall. Instead, I did only fall from 172k to 200k. Yeah, a really small 30k red arrow, and honestly, I take that. Going into Monday night, I didn't think Tarkowski was going to get any points. Then when Gay got sent off, I was almost certain that he wasn't going to get any points. So when he comes away with 8 points, I mean, I absolutely take that. And I'll take that 30k small red arrow. For me, red arrows are part of the game. The key is making sure they're small, because then when you bounce back with a big score, you climb even further up the ranks because you haven't got so far to go. And so far this season, none of my red arrows have been massive. Maybe the one at the beginning, when I was around 6-7 million. But since then, when I've got green arrows, after those I've got small red arrows. I'm hoping now I can build on that, get a large overall point score in the upcoming weeks, maybe a couple in a row, and that will see me break into the 100k. But 40 points for that game week, 732 points overall. Going into game week 13, I've got 2 free transfers and 1.2 million in the bank. So moving on to team selection, and we come to the big question for game week 13, and that is, do I play my team with triple captain Haaland, or do I activate the free hit? The chip is on my mind just because I've got a lot of players clashing with each other. Senesi and Semenyo are up against Mukiel. Bruno Fernandes is up against my triple up on Palace, Richards, Sarr and Mateta. And then Raya and Saka are just away at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are a decent team. They are going to create chances, and yeah, they could wipe away that clean sheet for Raya. It just doesn't feel like a great game week with this team on paper. And when you add to the fact that Semenyo is still a doubt, Areola said he's hopeful we can select him, and he'll assess him today and see if he can select him for tomorrow. But it's not exactly a firm green light, so that's just another layer of uncertainty that I don't really want to deal with. And this is where I'm kind of torn. I actually really want to back the Palace triple up. I wanted to do it even before the Monday night football game, where obviously United couldn't break down Everton with 10 men, and that result has made the Palace triple up even more appealing to me. The two teams play 5 at the back, and Palace just do it a lot better. Our record against United in recent years is strong, so I'm hoping that will continue on Sunday. So while obviously a lot of managers are going to go for the free hit, I'm thinking, do I back Palace, triple captain Haaland, and keep pace with everyone without burning the chip? That would obviously be the upside of it. However, there is the downside with the fact that they're all playing each other and it could go terribly wrong. So I have built a free hit team, and I'll put it on screen now. So I've gone for Martinez and Cash. They're at home to Wolves. And since game week 6, Villa have been the 4th best defensive team in the league. They've only conceded 1.1 expected goals conceded per game. So a double up seems to make sense to me against a Wolves team who struggle defensively. And then I've gone for Collins at home to Burnley. Last season, he managed to get 2 goals and 7 assists. Burnley's defence is poor. Brentford are pretty much the kings of set pieces and those long throws. There really is an upside at both ends of the pitch. Collins could easily get a clean sheet, bound to get chances in this game, especially from those long throws. Then I've gone for O'Reilly. He was actually rested midweek, but came on at half time to change the game because City were 1-0 down, which was obviously a huge positive for him. Pep clearly sees him as someone who can progress the ball and help defensively. He's actually become a target for me, not just for the free hit, but long term, especially with Aït-Nouri. He's off to the AFCON soon. So yeah, he's one on my radar for future weeks to get a piece of the City defence because they are the second best team defensively in the league. Then I've gone for Salah and Gakpo. Obviously, despite Liverpool's form, Liverpool are still creating big chances, 2.83 big chances per game. A lot of those fall to Gakpo, and with Wirtz returning from injury, I just can't see him displacing Gakpo right now. I mean, Gakpo might be substituted around the 70th, 80th minute to give Wirtz a run out. I do reckon he'll play the majority of the game. And Salah, even in poor form, he's got to be in this 1 week punt. It just feels impossible to ignore him, especially against a West Ham side who are poor defensively. Then I've gone for Sharda. It was between him and Dango, but Dango usually gets 60 to 70 minutes before being subbed. Reece Nelson is on the bench. They always rotate, and Sharda just tends to get the full 90. So I'll always take the extra minutes because that gives me more opportunity to get a return. Offensively, Dango and Sharda, they're very similar. They both could do the damage, but Sharda gets the nod because of the minutes alone. For Foden, I mean, he has to go in for me. He's against Leeds at home. And just like O'Reilly, he was brought on midweek to change the game. He didn't because City still lost. But the key is he has now played 7 to 8 games in a row. And he seems to be Pep's first choice. And he's getting a lot of minutes. Yeah, Foden's got to be in there. He should have scored against Newcastle. Could have got an assist had that been given as a penalty. That Shah tackle on him. If Haaland had put it away, he would have got the assist. So he can count himself unlucky there. And then Rodgers as my 5th midfielder. Despite his poor 0.08 expected goal involvement, he scored 2 last week. Wolves look weak, and you need a Villa attacker on the free hit because of it. But Watkins is out of form completely. I think there's a lot of Villa fans who are saying he should be dropped. And Marlon is a rotation player. He played midweek in the Europa League, and I'm not sure if he'll play on the weekend. And I know Rodgers is going to play. Again, chosen because of his minutes, because he's got more chance of getting returns that way. And then finally, the strikers, Thiago and Haaland, they obviously speak for themselves. I would love to put Mateta in for a differential, but he keeps on getting hooked around the 60th minute for Nketiah. So I want guaranteed minutes for a 1 week punt, and these two offer that. Haaland obviously gets the captain's armband. He's against Leeds. I would love to triple captain him, but I do see a better game week to triple captain him in, and that is game week 17 against West Ham at home. So yeah, honestly, the free hit team just feels better. Every fixture is strong, every player is at home, and every opponent that they are playing is struggling. So there are no doubts. Yes, that doesn't guarantee points, but the upside is quite clear. Whereas with my actual team, if Fernandes scores, Richards loses clean sheet, there are just so many variables that can hurt me, hurt my game week score, and I want to try and avoid that. So I'm almost certainly going to activate the free hit. I won't do it tonight. I've got 0.4 million in the bank, so I don't need to worry about any price rises. Most likely, I'll lock it in tomorrow before the deadline. And that's it for this video. Are you free hitting, or are you going against it and doing the triple captain? Let me know in the comments below. If you missed the top picks or fantasy focus videos for game week 13, there's a link on the screen now, and I'll confirm whether I've activated the chip before the deadline. Thank you for watching. If this video helped, like, comment and subscribe. As always, green arrows, and enjoy the football. See you in the next one.